I feel like there was competition happening, and this is also what makes me think that Simon is a narcissist. Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel where I talk about Real Housewives from reality stars. So this is my intuitive based. I usually make quite accurate predictions, but that doesn't mean that this particular prediction is accurate. Please make sure you subscribe, like and share, especially with other Real Housewives and reality star fanatics. I think this is going to be fun and I'm excited to build this community. Okie dokie, so today my video is going to be about Falyn, Porsha and Simon from Real Housewives. I've just recently started getting into Real Housewives again. I think it's so fun, especially Beverly Hills, Atlanta, you know, and a lot of my predictions about them have been true. If you don't follow me on Instagram, please make sure you do. It's at Hallie T Lightwork. And I also do on my Instagram, I do breakdowns of celebrities, what we can learn. So in general, this is what we can learn from them if you have a similar situation, and also I make my predictions at the end. Please comment to let me know what you think about it. I'd love to hear what your idea of what's going on is as I tell you mine. I pulled 3 columns, and if you don't know the backstory about what's going on, it is alleged that, well, this is what has come out in the public, that Simon and Porsha are together and they're engaged to be married. Now, Simon is still currently married to Falyn from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. They actually met, I believe, no, they met beforehand, but on the show it plays out that they're friends. I'm not necessarily sure if that's true, if they are actually friends, but as I pull the cards, we'll go through that, and I'm really excited to share this with you. It is very unfortunate what's going on, and I watched the interview with Up and Adam, and I thought he did a great job. You know, it was one of his first interviews, so people were being mean to him, and I don't think that that is fair, because he did the best he could. It is a very volatile situation, and I'm sure she didn't want questions to be asked, and it is difficult. I mean, I have interviewed people in the past, and it's difficult to get things out of people when they are going through something. So I pulled the cards to see the past, present and future, and the past reveals to me with King of Cups, Death and Rebirth, and Two of Cups. They met. So I'll start with Simon and Falyn. They met at a time when both of them had just gone through a lot of healing, I think, from a past relationship, and he was like, the next woman he wants to be with has her life together, she's healthy, she dresses well. I don't think his ex, I don't know anything too much about her, but I don't think, from the energy that I get, his ex-wife before Falyn was what he ultimately wanted. I feel like he was pushed into marrying her, and because of that, after that, he decided, you know what, the next wife I choose, I'm going to choose her. It is sometimes an African traditional thing where you're chosen to be married, and I think that that is what happened with that situation. I know he is from Nigeria originally, and I think his ex-wife was too. It's funny, I was watching Sherelle's World shout out to all the YouTubers, other YouTubers, and she was talking about how, you know, well, they were having a live discussion, and Sherelle was like, well, her guests were like, you know, Nigerian men this, Nigerian men that, and I was like, it gets dicey when we say all are, but the culture in Africa and African men as a whole is that, I was raised in Africa, so I can feel like I can say this, it's like this, especially when you have money, it's like I can have any woman I want, and every woman wants me. So it's kind of like this narcissistic energy that I pick up from him. I don't know if he's a narcissist. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a psychologist. I don't want to say people are, but he does have narcissistic, strong narcissistic energy. So the present, I got it's safe to slow down, relax, and let go. So I feel like there was competition happening, and this is also what makes me think that Simon is a narcissist. I'm not sure, like I said before, it's my intuition and my belief that he is, because with 5 of Wands, see how this is about competition, and 7 of Wands and Ace of Pentacles, they create triangulation a lot of the time, narcissists, when they're in relationships. And I have an example of that. I used to date this guy, okay, and he had a picture of his ex-girlfriend on his wall. And when we started dating, he would mostly come to my place. I never really saw it. And then when I went to his place, I saw that picture, and I was like, whoa, you know, we'd been dating for like 2-3 months at that point. So I was a little startled. I was kind of taken aback, and I was like, what's that picture of your ex-girlfriend? He was like, wait, I don't think I confronted him then, because I was just very confused. I confronted him a week after, and I asked him if we should continue, if he needed time to heal from his ex-relationship. But looking back at it, and this is a few years after, but I've been doing a lot of healing and learning about narcissists and so forth. Looking back at it, he was creating triangulation, which is when they put you in a circumstance, when they put you on the same level as somebody else so that you compete for their love. I know lots of people, not a lot of people do it, but it's very narcissistic to do stuff like that. So they'll never really tell you that they love you. You have to prove to them that you love them, and they'll do it by putting you on the level of somebody else, because they always have to be on top. So I see that happening with Falyn and Porsha. In my belief, he was using Porsha to make Falyn chase him, and it didn't work. So the future for them, the affirmation is, I seek out happy people who inspire me to be great. With Falyn, I see a lot of healing, growing, maturing. The side of Simon and Porsha, I don't see them being together. I do think some of it is fake and for the cameras, because Porsha wants money, Queen of Pentacles. She's very focused on her money and focused on building an empire, and she feels hurt by men. So she's like, you know what, when I gave my emotions, it wasn't enough, so now I'm just in it for money. So I don't see them walking down the aisle. With Knight of Cups, he's moving on to somebody else. I feel like he might be a Sagittarius, Simon. I haven't picked it. I should have actually done that before. Sorry for not doing that. But I feel like he's a Sagittarius. I get Sagittarius energy from him. And sometimes Sagittarius can always be chasing something until they get older and they're like, what was I spending my life chasing when life is great as it is? And they often, when they get older, regret having spent their whole lives chasing. So he's definitely a chaser. Definitely a chaser. So the Six of Cups, Knight of Cups, lots of emotions. It's going to get very heated between the three of them. Fights, battles, lawyers, screaming. It's going to play out on air. When does it air? Is it going to air in August? I guess something dramatic is going to happen in August, and it's going to be a lot. So the Four of Swords and the Magician. Falyn is going to be like, you know what, that's it. I put up my guard, and you guys won't have contact to me anymore. Because in the beginning, it should be like, I'm better than that, I'm angelic, I play my part, I'm in the wrong too. But after, because she's being poked, and the more she gets poked, the more she's gonna be like, enough. And she's going to manifest something. I wonder what she's going to manifest. I think she's going to move, actually. I think she's going to move. He's going to stay in Atlanta. But she's going to be single for a while. He's already onto, he's going to be onto somebody else after Porsha, like that. It's quite unfortunate. But you know what? It's his life. As long as he's not hurting anybody and everybody's over the age of 18. What's she manifesting? What's she manifesting? What's she manifesting? Okay, so she doesn't want the past to happen again, because once she starts healing, she's going to see a pattern in men that she chooses, a narcissistic pattern. So 4 of Cups, Page of Swords, and it has to do, she's going to learn a lot about herself, a lot, and she's open to learning about herself. She's going to learn that she attracts narcissists. Yeah, I can relate because I've also done the same in my life. So Wheel of Fortune and 3 of Swords. Now she's going to put up boundaries, and it's almost like this was fated to happen. Sometimes, you know, we get so deeply betrayed and hurt by a narcissist so that we have to do something, and we have to put up boundaries because we just can't go through that kind of pain again. And that's what's going to happen with her. She's going to be like, you know what, I can't do it anymore like that. And with Page of Coins, I see some fruitful things happening. I think she might open like a juice bar, like something healthy. She might move to the West Coast actually, and be more in line with like fitness, spirituality, and growth. Lots of sponsorships, like Better Help, those kind of sponsorships. And she's going to come out a lot better than she has been before. So I hope that helped you. I hope you loved the reading that I did. Stay tuned for the predictions unfolding. Like I said, I'm usually quite accurate. Please make sure you share, and please make sure you're subscribed. I love you all. Take care.